The door for the bathroom in the timber frame cabin is going to be a sliding barn door style door. And we priced out some of the hardware for the rollers and the track, and it's really expensive. I don't know if you've bought that type of thing in the past, but people are pretty proud of it. So we decided why not try to make them. So we started by making some wheels, and what we did was we used a bandsaw to cut out circles, roughly circular shapes, out of a piece of oak, and we then used a sander to kind of try to shape them into as circular pieces as we could, and then we used a bandsaw in the absolute least safe and appropriate way to cut a fixed depth groove in the wheel, then sanded the whole thing, and they look something like this. It's kind of round. It looks a little bit like a yo-yo, and I'm hoping that'll be the roller. But we don't have any other hardware, brackets, rails, anything like that. We are putting a little skateboard bearing in there, if you can see that, and just because we had some left over from some fidget spinners that we used to make. But today we are trying something new. We're going to take some pieces of steel that we found on our property, like this, and we are going to try to grind those down, and maybe I might even have to weld a piece. I've never done that before. But we're going to weld a piece on, grind them down, and paint them black, and then bend them into shape to make some brackets and a rail. I don't know how well it's going to work, but you're going to be with me the whole way, so let's get started. So one thing I didn't think we'd do on a 100-degree day was put on a full body coveralls. But I am welding, and while I've never welded before, I do know you don't want sparks going into your clothes. We also have boom fire extinguisher, so safety first. That looks truly terrible, like maybe the worst weld ever, but it might have connected those, I don't know. Finally finished building the door for the bathroom with the wooden rollers and the metal plates. It's just going to slide on this track if I can get it on there. Not quite straight. Not quite plumb, and those rollers aren't as round as they need to be, so there's a little bit of work to do on that. It's also too high, it hits the tie beam. So I think I might be making some longer brackets and a shorter door. Do a little homeschool lesson today. What are we learning? How to wire an electrical switch and lamp. Oh, thank you very much. Sometimes the kids like to come help with the cabin, and today we're doing electrical, and we're wiring this lamp that we bought at the Restore for like $5, and the switch in the bathroom. Yep, right there. One more. Can you strip those both with the number 12? A little less, maybe. Yeah. You got it. Nice. Have you ever done a wire knit before? Other way. You know, electrician is a job. We have friends that are electricians. You think it's important to turn the power off before you do stuff like this? Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Okay. Are you starting? And your back post is... Well, somebody moved into the timber frame and they made a nest. There they are. What are those guys? Some little bird. I'm really, really hoping that they fly the coop, so to speak, before we set up the siding, because I'm going to have to scooch them if that isn't the case. Maybe a viewer could tell me what kind of bird that is. I got a pretty good video of the mama coming to feed them. I assume it's the mom. Probably it is the mom, right? Do dads feed baby birds? I don't know. Tell me in the comments if they do. Maybe you know. I don't know.